Hello.
Hello, bonjour, coucou. I see Milo, I see Probes, Wabbit, other Probes. Don't even try to do that. Bit stressful today. Bus was late, 30 minutes. Again. Hope you're all doing too late for coffee. Will. Ginger. Yeah, what time it is? I got this wonderful, oh my goodness. Yeah. 1 p.m. Oh my. Viral Beach just got up. Homer Simpson. So, yesterday I was a bit too annoyed to start a stream because something was bothering me. Bothering me a lot. I tried to do something with loop mix, and no matter what I've done, it didn't work out. Because even the manual wasn't really explaining a lot. And I have this tool for quite a while. I think they published it like 2 or 3 years, I think 3 years ago. And I never really used it because, yeah, it has random function. It's kind of cool, but something was bothering me. Every time I loaded my own loops, something was moving around. No matter what I did, choosing my sounds either randomly or manually, the sounds were moving. And I was wondering, why does it do that? And I tried different things, locking, unlocking, trying different things, and I found a video. I was actually looking on YouTube to find a video which explained why it's doing this, and I couldn't find any. They all, super plug-in, and this and that and this. And I said, okay, but they don't explain why it's doing this shifting around. So I was watching, actually, I found an original video from Audio Modern on their YouTube channel, where suddenly explained, oh, it's a 4-bar looper, because I was watching his loop mix, and I was already starting commenting that mine doesn't work. Is it buggy? Or I see my camera isn't working again. Oh my goodness. Why is that? Why is that? But he used Ableton, but his sounds weren't shifting. I said, why are my sounds shifting and yours not? So, I don't know. And I was experimenting, and suddenly I found something when he was saying, oh, it's a 4-bar loop. Okay. So what is the reason why it's changing? And then he explained when you have a loop that is longer. Where's my cam isn't working anymore here. Activate. Deactivate. Stupid camera. Why is it doing this? It doesn't start. Incredible. It's a Monday. Yeah, it is connected. Wow. Die Gassenmol. Det stannar då om die Gassenmol. So today, no camera. What the fuck? No camera today. I don't know what's wrong. It's not working. My goodness. Always something else not fucking working. Troubleshooting with Davey. If it's not a plugin that's not working, something else. Not working. a typical Windows 11 thing. No cameras found. Of course there are no cameras. Fuck you. DL. I see you, DL. Mr. Blanton Network. So, yeah, and he explained it's a 4-bar looper, and he said when the loop is longer, and most loop cloud samples are, you have to trim it. Okay, I was already commenting why you need to do that. And when trim is off, like here, on all of them, it actually moves. That was annoying me. So, anyway, how is this possible? And other things, why it's already doing this? You should say 1, not 2, or not half of it. It's, yeah, something is annoying. And the random function is nice, but most of the time it doesn't work. You get something totally... maybe you're doing this. Get rid of that. Ah. Okay, that's working. Device manager problem, yeah, it's, well, we need to do, Windows restart and, not working was my ex-girlfriend's name. Yeah, it's with Windows, but not just Windows. Recently, John from Reaper blog had updated his Apple OS system to the new version, and suddenly had like he had a thing with multiple outputs, and suddenly that didn't work right. It's not just Windows; it's also plenty of other systems, and Apple or even Linux. When I see Odo Sendado Kai doing his streams on Linux, quite often you see him tweaking around the audio system, which loses connections, and you think, oh, USB is nice, but it's a big but. Sometimes it's not the first time, but I don't know why it's not activating anymore. I don't know. Something is... it's like I had the Elgato app running in the background. That one actually lagged in... doing lags in Reaper. You wonder why. It's very annoying. So the random function in LoopMix is interesting, but I rather do it manually, because quite often when you have plugins with random functions, you hit the random and you hope for the best to get something decent out of it. But I think that those people who did the presets for LoopMix didn't hit random either, because the results are most of the time off. And I had the same thing with recently with Battalion, who has a nice random function, but I did hit it a few times and the results were absolutely terrible. I don't know. Something was not working. So it's best to, even random is nice, but best to do everything manually yourself. It's like having a crazy robot doing stuff that you have no control of. So yeah, it's kind of like that. So let's see how it actually sounds. So if I load one here and one here, like this, that, this, there, like this. No, like this. That could work if I do this kind of shit. And let's load this. And then go into the density. We got 2. Let's make 2 here. And 3 here. And 2 here. Okay, and then we can change the pitch a bit. Maybe here. The only thing downside is it doesn't have any effects. So, Recon. Yeah, but no cam today. Cam isn't working. Don't know why. You can try, but. Nope, still not working. Still not working. What is it? Smart. Milo was checking Recon's old videos. I only see Recon rapping. I think there's even more. You know what? With rabbits, they do multiply quite quickly. It's like today I seen that post when someone did put 24 rabbits out in Australia. What actually happened? They had like millions a few years later. A rabbit invasion. But the thing is, you can do uploads automatically. Because you can schedule uploads. Even you upload your video and they said, oh, just publish it on that date. That's something that not many people do. You got which is kind of interesting. It depends on the time you're doing it. Like those people doing premieres. But I don't do that. I don't like that function. Because some people doing uploading the video and doing a premiere, and they're not in chat. So why do a premiere with a chat function when you're not online? Which is, I don't know. So yeah, it doesn't have any. Which is kind of so. I found out that you can pitch it to a certain. Scale, which is interesting. I don't know. Let's do Fergian. It's very boring, but another thing I found out with remixes, the thing is it kind of creates randomness again, but I think there are methods to drag, and I need to find out how I'm going to do that. With density, okay, we found out you can do reverbs. For example, I can do on this one. Depends on what sound it is, doesn't work. And you can do rearranging, even though it doesn't have any manual slicing incorporated. You can rearrange your stuff around, which is kind of cool. The same goes for these functions up here. Like if you engage this, it kind of creates a full mix, and it's slowly, wouldn't say degrade, but it's adding less slices kind of thing, which is kind of cool. But if you're doing manually, it's maybe and what I was trying to do yesterday, and because of the looping didn't work out, is either sending all the channels to one effect, which kind of works. Could try to do that. them all and do a bus. So that should work normally. And I wanted to have something crazy. You could try the... Wait, maybe not too crazy. Let's add the... Nah, that's too crazy. That's maybe too uncontrollable. The shaper box or the let's try infiltrate. Infiltrator. Beat matching. Glitch. So now we're talking. Because I was trying to do that yesterday, and because of the switching of my loops, it didn't work, and I wasn't happy about it. And when me not happy when something isn't working, I get annoyed. And yeah, and even with Infiltrator, we could. We do granular. Could do. Milo's drinking tea. Move. So default. I'm actually going to default. So that it loads this one automatically. now we're getting somewhere with just a simple slicing thing. Adding, once you know which effect and what does what, you kind of already get your results. Thomas, bonjour. Ou bonsoir. So we got this. We got that. Something that could make a nice drone. Oh, let's take that. My stream health is good, but my camera isn't working. Stupid thing. Botanic cinematic base. Base doesn't work. Go deep. Maybe. And I said, he snapped. That's Phrygian. Analog bells don't really sound like analog. Yeah, it's still digital. Now I want to change the, where is it? Pitch. Do it longer. Yeah, kind of. I'm still waiting. I did see the post. If you like stuff from Sound Toys, Sound Toys is doing a free plugin every few days for 12 days. Small little plugins. And today there was apparently a small delay. I didn't get the email yet. I couldn't install it. So, without that, let's add something else. Let's load this one. No, that's not where I want to go. Wind, synths, strings, sequence, pad. Oh. Mega pad. Not really. Bright, wet, cold, glitchy. Let's do this. That's working. Eddie Boozer. Good night. It's working. How does my microphone sound? I still get the my microphone does sound a bit different in my new headphones. A bit muffled. I don't know. I hope it's sounding good on stream, even though the camera isn't working. So the thing with the loop mix actually is working. I might even save this as you run, we can say it, ambient glitch kind of thing. Sounds like me. Yeah, I was actually, because Melda Production released, it's not available to download, or you can purchase it. It's has an intro price. He made the same plugin like Slate Digital has, where you can load different microphones. And I know that Acoustica Audio has something similar. And I was a bit testing around just with a sample if there actually was differences. And I'm not sure because it's still in beta testing. He might add some other functions. I don't know. There was just slight differences depending on which microphone you loaded. It's this one. Let's save it. Let's go into my developers here. If I can find it again, it's called the auditory mic sim. It looks very simple. So you have your mic and desired mic. It might sound different when you doing vocal recordings. I don't know. And Will said either I know that there was a description on the site where it says they were doing recordings and probably doing impulse responses of different microphones in a very specific room. So, but I would have expected to have a more radical, different sounding, less bass, but okay. Eddie, you want more bass? Eddie, want more bass? Bass! How long can you go? You want more bass? Yeah, I had put a bit less bass, just tiny bit less, but yeah. Maybe just the cutoff is here. Ah. Sounds good. Yeah, didn't change much because otherwise some people might. I have my plop thing actually reacting too much, maybe. Let's put it higher. Yeah, it's still reacting. Should actually just reacting to the plop, pop, po. That's not reacting. Po, 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 po. Yeah, now it's reacting to the plops. Very tiny bits. Plopping. 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 You can testing amp simulation voice, but only for facts. Yeah, I kind of think that this system is a bit like when you're using guitar amps, which mostly work with impulse responses and EQ setting and some hiccup. Not yet. So I actually wanted to check if actually if it does show up. Turbo frequency shifter limiter matcher. No. Doesn't show up here, so. Yeah, the thing is, I need to. That's the downside of OBS and Prism, because it only works with VST2 and only in a specific folder. It's not always recognizing even the VST2 plugins, because the downside is with the installer of Melda, it doesn't let you choose where to put the VST2. It only lets you choose where to put your VST, and it puts VST2 and 3 in the same folder, which is kind of annoying. It should actually change that. Because now I have copies of the VST2 versions of my Melda plugins in a different folder, which my streaming software does recognize, but the new one, the MicSim, is installed in the normal VST3 folder, so I need to copy it over to the other folder. So you have doubled in the end, which is not exactly what you want. So, but yeah. Important to me? Not really, because I was some lady was actually, she doesn't watch anymore because apparently my microphone didn't sound natural or not like before, or she was, I don't know. And I said, I've seen streamers with far worse microphone than mine. So, I don't know. And I don't want to invest like 10 different microphones just to please one person, actually, which would be actually kind of stupid. There's always, because I've seen people using gaming headsets, microphones, like that you can put on your head with these tiny little microphones. You have people having microphones that's used for stage. You have people with very expensive microphones, and some actually, I do wonder how they create the specific microphone sound in their videos, not in the streaming, which is different, in recording. Do they make treatments after the recording? Probably, to improve the microphone. I do think so. So mine is live, so I can't always control any, things like that. But yeah, she's not watching anymore, so. So the attitude shouldn't stop you from doing your thing. Yeah. Uh, yeah, actually, sometimes you got people like that. Oh, you should do this, you should do that. I'm watch something else. The best solution. If you don't like something, like when was it? Last week? Uh, and on weekend I did some cleanup in my YouTube subscriptions. I was following someone who actually also did a few videos for Melda production, but on the Melda YouTube channel itself. And I I subscribed his channel, but I didn't really watch a lot of his because I don't know, his way of doing and recording things was annoying me. And his last video, the title was already jumping out. It was almost a clickbait title, like Arturia hater, the biggest Arturia hater tries analog lab, something like that. I watched the video and said, yeah, he was saying, I don't like the sound. He was criticizing and he was mapping his MIDI controller, and you clearly would see that first he didn't use an Arturia MIDI controller but something else, because he's mostly using contacts and something else. But he was also, and I was commenting, uh, why you make a video like that? If you don't like it, just don't use it. Instead of making a video that you hate that brand. Yeah. Like, you can't rant about something. Clickbait is boring. Yeah, it's people doing that and you watch it. It's like, and I was going on Saturday and Sunday, mostly on Saturday, was going to my subscription, and every channel that I found which had no activity for more than a year, I unsubscribed. Or I found even channel that I subscribed which had like, I don't know why I subscribed to these channels. We had three videos or which were 3 years old. So I don't, what the heck? And I did unsubscribe two channels where I know the person isn't alive anymore. I know that there won't be any content, so why keep subscribing? It's nonsense. And one, uh, I did unsubscribe because I know that since apparently he got a new job some time ago and wasn't doing any contact for more than 2 or 3 years, and his homepage isn't even active anymore. Tracker Jack, no, it wasn't yours. Was IDDQ Sound, who was making crazy script specific content on Reaper, and he did get a new job and he stopped doing any kind of content. Nobody knows where. Apparently, he's still alive, but and the same goes for another pretty famous in the Reaper community. He did get a new job for a new company, and yeah, uh, yeah, they don't make any contact, so no content. Some I actually found that even though they didn't put some new videos up, they did do some live stream, which can be interesting. And it's always this, yeah. And I mean, when you start a YouTube channel, you have to be, you know what you're getting into. Otherwise, just do a Google account and use that to surf around. If you make a channel, you have to be, okay, what I'm going to do with that channel. Because even for me, I have my YouTube channel for almost as old as YouTube, but I didn't upload anything. So I had like 2 or 3 videos that I actually deleted because it was kind of nonsense when I started making music. So, but sometimes you get channels that make a video, oh, I'm quitting YouTube. You got even people making these kind of clickbait videos where I'm quitting YouTube, and then like I don't know, 3 weeks later they're back again. But quite often you got people that just disappear, which you ask yourself, oh, where they at? What's happening? Are they alive? Are they dead? I had one who also was making Reaper content, and on his last video, he did say he was taking a break, and I was just commenting, is everything okay? Is there any new content coming? And he said, yeah, I'm busy. I'm doing it, but it never happened. So, YouTube is dying. Only AI content is rising. That's on every social media anyway. uh, Sometimes wonder if those idle years hurt my standing in the algorithm. That's a good question. I mean, we know that every social media always wants you to post, upload, post. Depending on which, like Instagram, Facebook post every shitty food you eat. Instagram do post every selfie in the bathroom, what you're doing, or when you're on the toilet, or when you bought, I don't know, constantly uploading. So the algorithm said, and same with TikTok and all this kind of thing. Oh, constantly, give me. And then you see on the graphics, if you stop uploading anything, maybe the streaming videos, shorts, the graphics go down. It's a bit like on Wall Street. Boop, it goes to zero, and then the algorithm thinks, oh, he's not uploading anymore. What's happening? And YouTube keeps forgetting you, which is kind of because Venus Siri did make videos about it. He said, I'm busy. I'm doing other things, and I won't be uploading every 2 days a new video, and I will be doing like every 3 months a new video. And he said, yeah, the algorithm, even though he kind of keeps his fans and subscribers, uh, the algorithm doesn't like it. You get, which is, I mean, it depends on who your followers are and the age. Like if you have followers that are very young, they might say, oh, no new content. I stop watching. Even if they keep subscribing, they don't watch it anymore. They keep forgetting you. And the algorithm will not show up the new stuff. If you upload every 2 days, some bullshit YouTube, yeah, it's like Projector said, he was constantly doing his little shorts, which were very funny. How he made those to actually drive the algorithm, but I don't do that. I just make streaming, which is not really feeding the algorithm at all, which YouTube keeps ignoring. Which, but YouTube wants shorts and 5-minute videos every 24, 48 hours to keep on feeding feeding the kids with the 3 minutes, the 3 second attention span, which is, I mean, and for some people on different social media, that can be, at some point, it can be challenging. So you ask yourself, okay, what content could I upload? They're running out of ideas because you as a creator, you could always create the same shit all over again just to feed the algorithm. But as a watcher, you would say, okay, I think he did just the same thing like 2 days ago. And I know that, for example, there was a guy I did unsubscribe at some point because the whole content was pure clickbait. The titles, the content didn't fit the titles and stuff like that. And he had a channel for Reason and one for FL Studio, and yeah, at some point, even the titles were the same. Like and recently found uh, a lady who was doing more. She also streams and she does content about with Ableton and live playing and stuff like that. And every title says, "I keep uploading until I get famous," or I keep doing live streams until I get discovered." Dude, what the heck? I mean, she had a high number of subscribers, probably also because she's pretty and talented and on Instagram. But shit, I don't know. It's kind of why they're doing it. It's kind of stupid. Well, yeah, it's a different generation. They might need that, but there comes a point, like Venus Siri said, I will stop doing gear reviews or plugin reviews because it's not interesting for me anymore, so I won't be doing this. He could force himself to do gear and plugin reviews, and some just keep on doing that. Every same, oh, there's a new plugin, let's review that. Oh, there's a new synthesizer, let's review that. And constantly attractive appearance, you get views and likes. Yeah, we are all too ugly for that. Yeah, it's like the same thing, Donald Duck. The same thing where people ask you, why don't you show yourself? It's like when Wabbits makes his videos where most of the time you just see his hands or his pointy thing. And you get some people who say, why don't you show yourself? I know the same goes for with Alex Reed. Why you wearing a mask? Which is his choice. So next video I'll make the biggest sound ever. Then I'm playing the flute on a child. Ooh, interesting. Ooh. Oh, time for a short break. That'll be right back. Wee. Oh, where's my wee? I need to run an iPad channel. I don't have anything Apple. No iPad here. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, no. I did even unsubscribe quite a few channels who do these, oh, your mix is shit. You need to do this kind of thing every time over and over again. I mean, I'm no mastering engineer. I have no interest in becoming a mastering engineer or even a mixing engineer. If my track sounds good to me, it sounds good. So it should be also a cake and cookie channel. Yeah, funny that you mentioned that. I was going through my channels and I found one who was making. I think he had some live jam videos, but also suddenly his last 3-4 videos he was doing cooking videos. Which okay, what is that? Why are you doing cooking videos on a channel? Then make a second channel and maybe try to grow that with cooking tips. I don't know. It's like John from Reaper Blog made a second channel for mostly private stuff, like he did his biking challenge, stuff like that. Even though his channel doesn't have a huge subscribers, yeah, it's a small channel, but negative titles and know-it-all attitudes don't even get my. Yeah, I mean, at some point you ask yourself, why should I look at these? And Rabbit said he doesn't follow any gear channels anymore because yeah, it's a sales pitch. We know how that works on YouTube. They present, oh, that new thing you should try, and sometimes it goes gets a backlash. Like the stuff happened to Bolo, who did a video on that new AI thing, like a beat making AI site, and then Weaver Beats made a thing. Don't get into that. They were trying to sell you something that isn't true, and yeah, back and forth, dissing, back and forth. Give you a face red, heart shape when posting videos on puppies and kittens. I don't have puppies and kittens, but I have one kitten here. This here, who sits on my laptop. One sits over the camera here. No camera, but one is wiggling here. Well, yeah. I mean, I was going through those channels, and why did I subscribe to this? What interests? I just kept like some channels who still doing this kind of thing just because they're funny or they're presenting something interesting. But those mixing and mastering channel, I got rid of all of them. I'm not a professional, so all these tips that they give you, most of the time, they work on very specific situations anyway. So even you say, "Oh, that's a nice trick," "Oh, I should use that compressor on this," then you do it, and you don't get the same result, which is, I mean, a professional sound engineer will say every situation is different. And every situation, every recording, every song needs a different approach. So saying, "Oh, this vocal chain, you need to use this vocal chain with this specific plugins, would gives you amazing result." Probably not, because you might have a recording a vocalist who has a totally different range of voice, which probably won't work with those specific plugins. So yeah, they're giving you tips that, well, joke of the day, yes. Endabrechnung. Am I? But all those people only have channels to hype gear. They never post actual. Yeah, and there are quite a few of those. And funny enough, he's not on YouTube. I'm following him on Facebook, and he recently he did make some very funny videos, almost like making fun of himself. And when you know the guy, which is Kenny Larkin, one of the originators of Techno Detroit, it's fun to watch. He's mocking himself, and he made a video about Studio Tour, which he even talking to himself, which is kind of funny. Which I mean, that is funny, mocking yourself, than just a gear channel who presents the new thing or the new plugin or something. Because what I'm actually looking for is not going to, when there's a new plugin out, how the presets are sounding, but how does it actually work? And those kind of channels, they really, they kind of disappeared. I don't know. Got a link to his channel. You could, let me check. Let me go into my Facebook here. There is. Yeah, his recent videos, it was really kind of. He even made a video about old DJs shouldn't dance, something like that. It is funny. I could actually. That's because the loop mix I can generate with MIDI, and I will put one here with a MIDI thing, so we can do this. And let's do this. Okay. And here we could actually do different MIDI notes. Let's see. Let's see if that is working. It is working. Haha. Let's make just two. Let's copy these over here. Ah! There. Alright, like this. Nothing drives viewers away more surely than a video about how does that work. You can get your channel to sing it with that. I'm working on it. Yeah, I mean, that's maybe something personal. You get people that might be looking for simple music videos where someone was jamming or creating a song, and some people might look for how different techniques or workflows. You got different kind of persons, which is you wanted to start a channel where I basically only rant on brands and gear that they produce, but I don't think that will make be very popular. You Donald, you might get a huge load of subscribers just for the rant. I know when you look at a channel like Weaver Beats, I mean, he does do that, ranting about plugins or gear, or criticizing or ranting about someone who posted, I don't know, doing something. It's like those typical hip hop dissing things that they do, dissing each other back and forth, who is right, and creating all kinds of drama just because of it. I don't know. My title would be like, I wasn't paid for this. I'd probably get sued though. Yeah, that might give you clicks, definitely. Yeah, it's like that bass guy, which I don't follow, but his videos are kind of funny when he's going through different, ranting about different kind of musicians who posting shit. He recently made a video which was kind of funny, which he was exposing some musicians that at some point they were criticizing AI sites like Suno and others, uh, like, oh, they're stealing, they're too simple, they AI is stealing our music, or they will put us out of a job, really constantly criticizing. And suddenly something shifted, and suddenly they make videos about, oh, how good Suno AI is. Oh, I like some. Oh, she's pretty famous. She's a bassist, and she's a very good bassist actually. And she was also making these kind of videos about, oh, I just put I wanted the vocals on my track, and I used Suno to do this and that. And like 6 months ago, she was criticizing Suno just because of it. So it almost looks like that company Suno was paying them money to talking good things about them suddenly, because I think it's money involved. Otherwise, you don't switch from one thing to another just because suddenly, oh, they're good. Oh, societies as aging, these Western simulations of pensioners are making. Yeah, I mean, I do follow two channels where actually uh, the guys behind the channel are very old people, and they're kind of funny. Which is, it's like He doesn't post videos anymore, but he specialized in making music with voltage modular and VCV rack, and he has a site where you can download PDFs he made, uh, which is really interesting. He's very technical, and I did get an invitation email. You could download a PDF how to start in creating modular music, which is interesting. How not to die in a bathroom. you might, yeah, you might bathtub stream. If you're cool or hot, you get attention. Otherwise, mostly no. Oh, yeah, it depends. I mean, which is I don't know. I did see channels, mostly young women, talented musicians, but it really looks like they're not just making content about their music. People watching them because they are pretty, and in some videos they actually really they exposing themselves. It's they. I'm not conservative, but I mean, like, the content they do, like I've seen a woman. She's a drummer, and she sits on the drums half naked. And some who is doing guitar stuff, mostly jamming around, and yeah, maybe they like the look, but I don't know. And at some point, some say, "Oh, I want to be respected," and on the other side, you're doing content where you're actually exposing how you look just to get subscriptions. I don't know, which is I don't know, kind of wrong. Why do that? Expose yourself because you're actually a good musician. You don't need to sit on your instruments half naked. Imagine if men would do that. So you wear no pants. Yeah. Yeah, might be. No pants. Oh, very short. I don't know. Or uh, topless, exposing your six pack. I don't know if I want. Yeah, it's I don't get it. Why they and then when these people doing that, exposing themselves, and then they get because you're attracting not just normal people, you're attracting very weird ones too that actually just follows you because you look a specific way, especially on women. And then they say, "Oh, I think I got a stalker. I think I got a weirdo," or or getting nasty comments on how they look. Or I mean, you're actually searching for that. So just be a normal person, but not exposing yourself. You're just looking for that kind of shit. Oh. Depends on your hips. Maybe try foot video. Yeah, maybe. My feet are very ugly. I mean, yeah, sometimes you ask yourself, why do you actually make this kind of content? I don't know. Oh my goodness. You could rant hours and hours about. Sometimes you think, what's wrong with people? What's with it? And I mean, uh, don't get suddenly weird because you expose yourself and you get critics. So, I don't know. Cornish ways. He needs to get his.
Hi.
Hello.
So let's play some music here. Otherwise, we're ranting constantly. Not sure if we find something interesting here, but oh, that's good for a drone. This one. I could actually. I'm going to be doing lots of one notes here. So let's duplicate and add something new. Something I haven't used for a while. What should we? Oh, that's it. This world needs a hero. I did get some interesting pads. I'll use that one. Huh. No. That's maybe too much. That's better. But maybe different. Let's do one note. Might be interesting. Yeah, I can create birds. I'm very slow. AMFC, play around with transposing a bit. I'm still on 120 beats. If I add, that might be an interesting idea. Or maybe if I do not too much. Let's do the. Did I put it on here? Ha! Where is it? No. I think I put it on here. No. Oh, did I put it on the spring? There's long notes appear only slowly. I'm too fast. So Eddie says my notes are too. Yeah, it might be. sometimes I think I'm doing too much. Let's get rid of those. If you do a bus and use the drenched in reverb. Cargo ship. Now if you go slower. Yeah, you mentioned actually never heard of that. I mostly only know these people from the 90s. And when I was listening to that stuff back then, I always asked myself, okay, how they do that? For some, I know that most of them used hardware back then, which was a totally different feeling. Today, mostly doing it in a DAW. Some still do hardware. And yesterday I was seeing a post from some guys from Detroit who were doing live performances, and they said nothing is rehearsed. We feel the room, and they just jam. Well, apparently it's working, but they've been doing that for like 30 years. They know how the machines work, how different things work out, or how to change. It's like with everybody. When you see any kind of like even the big names like Orbital or Underworld, they know they've been doing that for quite a while. So they're on YouTube. Ah, let me check that name. Because I never. Oh. Well, see beat ports. Yeah, that's a typical minimalistic sound that you know from even back in the days. Uh, that is 30 years old track here. It doesn't have a lot of videos on 3 videos on YouTube, which is the last one is 4 years ago. Which, oh, yeah. I mean, when you look at um, stuff published on Compact record label, that's the stuff I do like, but I don't know how to make it, at least yet. I mean, some, like when I listen to even Voigt or Gas or records from they had a label or projects like Seafeel or how they do that, how much time they actually spend on doing these things. I know that some use modular patching, tweaking. They might just make one track every, I don't know, every year. I don't know. Maybe I'm always trying to go too fast. No, there. There, I want one. Not there. Oops. There, I wanted one. But this one with. Three, 4. Should work. I mean, that's another thing. Sometimes you see interviews from musicians that reached a certain status or certain fame, and in interviews when they talk about back in the days, I mean, or you see a documentary, it almost feels like, oh, is it that easy? When they talk about, oh, we just did that and this, and it worked, but I seriously doubt that for any of these people, no matter which kind of music they made, back in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, I mean, no matter, I've seen videos recently where someone was posting videos about certain bands before they were famous. When you look at the video, it said, okay, they were either kind of lying or nobody said you could make a living from it. Yeah, that's the stuff that comes out after like 10, 20, 30 years in the business, maybe, if you get really lucky. But most, yeah. But they keep telling you, oh, we just met each other, and it worked, and we jammed, and oh, we made this, and like, yeah, music is passion, which creates suffering. Yeah, it's like that image from the suffering artists, mostly painters and stuff like that, or when you know the story, how Mozart ended. I mean, today he's praised as a genius. Of course, he was. But back in the days, nobody really cared if he was a genius or not. He died sick and poor. Um, I mean, you still got these kind of people today, which it's art is, yeah, it's passion, and for some, you even might say not creating makes them go crazy, or they have to constantly build or create, or because their mind is constantly bad. I need to do something, even if it's something that nobody likes, just themselves. But it's also, I mean, if you're an artist and you don't, I mean, you get to a point where you like your stuff you're doing, your arts, your creation, and you don't get the recognition for it. Or even worse, someone said, oh, what's that shit? I don't like it. I mean, that's a personal attack. I've seen, there was someone on Facebook which he creates very, very odd experimental sounds with all kinds of toys and things he finds outside, and he creates some kind of machines. It's very weird. And I do think it's not something you would find in charts. But yeah, he creates something, and he might not get the recognition, but he's still having kind of fun doing. Gil, did you know that sometimes brass instruments are tuned to instead of for? Do I do this in some orchestras? I found on my body and feeling to 400. Yeah, that's maybe something in the classical realm. I don't think I would actually hear a difference anyway. I'm far too deaf for it. So, 432. It's like, yeah, mention these tunings when I'm watching Gordon Xenpilt doing his Edo stuff. I mean, he enjoys doing these things. For myself, it's nothing really I would experiment myself. Those different tunings and microtonal stuff, I would probably listen to it on a CD or an ambient stuff, not knowing that it's microtonal. But Cat Torture sold as music. Yeah, it's. I mean, if you're interested in these, I mean, uh, the classical nerds are constantly trying for decades to make their music more. You got classical composers that did get into more experimental stuff like Stockhaus and all these, and musique concrète, and that's not stuff you would listen to constantly on a driving a car. Well, it's not a sound for everybody, and same goes. Microtonal isn't for everybody, or minimalism like Terry Riley and Reich and all this stuff. I mean, there's people don't like ambient. Well, oh, that's boring. What, like 60-minute drones? That's not interesting. And the same goes for people who listen to industrial noise music. I don't know. That might not be for everybody, but that's why there are so many different styles and genres and ways to do stuff. I mean, if everybody would do the same shit, it would get kind of boring, wouldn't it? I don't know. I mean, we know that popular music follows a very specific recipe. Why it's popular, why it pleases a lot of people, but I was never interested in popular music. Sometimes there might be a song that, oh, that's nice, that's interesting, but I mean, not experimenting, not trying to, and you do get these kind of artists also who just they started out as more popular maybe, and well, with certain age they get mature and they try to experiment, and they might lose some people and gain others that was, oh, they're making interesting stuff. But yeah, it depends on what you actually do, because you wouldn't find a huge load of people uh, who constantly would listen to Throbbing Crystal. I don't know. You made of water. UH music uses for, yeah, that I heard. I'm not really into that new age stuff. No, never really. I mean, I listened to Mike Oldfield brother, who makes a lot of new age stuff. It's interesting, but I mean, it's for certain minded people. I think if you go to a concert and are exposed to very low frequency, it will either make you very sick or happy, depending on what kind of. Yeah, that's something else. Kind of drugs you use. Yeah, that's frequencies, microtonal. Yeah, and if you're interested in these things, uh, finding out how these things work, that just that is interesting. I mean, uh, it's like mentioning certain channels on YouTube who teach you how to create trans arpeggios. Yeah, okay. I mean, that that kind of music has been the same thing for 30 years. It's not nothing in there which as any kind of innovation, if you listen to these productions, they all sound the same. It's the same recipe with different sounds. It's okay. I think I heard that track before. Oh, this time the drop is at 3 minutes, not at 350. Oh, I think in the arpeggio he used another sound. Because incorporating microphone into music can open a whole new rabbit hole of possibilities. Yeah, of course. I mean, using different notes and tunings and even approaches on. I mean, when you look at certain artists that creates of stuff with just one source or one sound, something completely, wow, how do you do that? Or how much they spend on actually creating these kind of stuff. Humming like you did as a child because you didn't know the words is actually very, baby things. I mostly do. I'm not humming, but I'm doing it. I'm going to save this one. This time it actually worked out. So I'm going to maybe do a second version of it. And let's see if I do a stream tomorrow. Depends on which time I get home. Probably maybe experimenting on stuff. There's still a lot to explore anyway. Still learning. Maybe we see each other in like 20 years when I'm famous. So let's wrap it up. And yeah, we're gonna watch a bit hardware jams tonight. Yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to my babbling and ranting and do stuff. And I might do a restart to get my camera working again. I don't know what's happened. So, yeah. Maybe one day I do microtonal. I don't know. I actually found out at certain my plugins how can I do tunings and well, people with panic attacks. Ooh. Yeah, it's like sound or music therapy for people with disabilities and kind of stuff. Like, I don't know, Paul McCartney did a school for that kind of stuff, which was very interesting. Music for healing purposes. Like, there's even a genre is music for healing. So, yeah, see each other very soon and enjoy day, evening, night, bedtime, depending on where you are. And see each other very soon. Hope so. Your body makes these maybe. Ooh. My body also shakes. Wiggle, wiggle.
Bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.